I think. I'm going to focus on Transmogs for the moment. I did want to go over what I've done. So if we go to the achievements and look under REMIX, you'll see most of the main ones are done. Quests I wasn't too concerned about. Reputation didn't really. All done. Scenarios will be all done. Dungeons. Done. So, wanted to review the achievements because this will be the first time I've spent any bronze. So I have 260,000, which should be enough for what I want to do. So let's look at Transmogs. Wasn't necessarily interested in Transmogs until I saw like the World Apparel ones and saw some of the sets. So I want to get the recruit shirt because I've been collecting the shirts. So like that. So I think I'll be able to use that in something. The shadow pan sets I'm gonna grab just because I think they look kind of neat. Might be able to use them on my rogue, I'm thinking maybe. These shaman sets, that one looks like that. I like the eyes on that one. That is fantastic. So you can get one from the Siege of Orgrimmar, which I already have, which is this one, which I don't use. But since there are variations, I feel like I'm going to come up with an idea for one. That one. So I'm just going to go ahead and just grab these. And then I think it doesn't reset in the dressing room, so yeah, I like that. These, they don't cost all that much anyway, so thinking maybe my invoker can use these. There's not a lot of like dresses you can wear as male, so. So there, there. I was kind of tempted to grab this one for the belt. One uncollected appearance.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
See, I want the figure out this is a completely different set. Yeah, I was a little bit confused there, but you know what?
Greetings.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it just so I have the whole. done more questing in certain areas. I ended up grabbing them. But I mean, we're still doing good on bronze, so I'm not too overly concerned. Yeah, so from there, then we get into some that I wasn't all that. Like, that I don't particularly care for. These, come on, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, like that, I wasn't all that. I mean, it's okay. I have some of these shoulders, I don't really ever use them. Of course, like the heavier armor you go, the kind of the plainer the sets seem to look. Check out leveling. What does this one look like? It's just option of okay, so maybe it does give you the option. Do I like that though? Select the get into like that just. There we go. Yeah, some people might like these, which is fine, but just not my thing. So I think getting transmogs would be full set. Like I have done a bit of a grind to collect some of the cloth sets from Pandera, so I'd be perfectly fine spending something to get some of those. These, not a big fan of. Interestingly enough, I don't think we could wear just one shoulder at that time. I don't think there was anything that was just an appearance of one shoulder. So this is also raid appearances. So if you think you do anything in REMIX, those will add. You'll collect those, and those will add to overall. We're still doing good on bronze. I'm gonna go ahead and collect these as well. Especially in different, I mean, these are sets I'm already using. Like, I've collected parts of them, and I just kind of make them work. So, being able to collect the whole thing. See, that's just... And... Oh, it's not too... like that one, since it's Demon Hunters, Druids. Get the pin in that. They're trying to deal with helmet and everything. It just doesn't, just doesn't strike my fancy. So, it's not something I can see using. And then finally, the nail set. So there we go. So there we go.
Go in peace.
Says I'm gonna be freaking out. So 6 versus the the yellow one. I guess maybe the eyes. Yeah. That is the one you get from Siege of Rope. Alright. Scoping the... Like I said, I'm really thinking about this for my my invoker. I use the cloak and back. This might give me options to be able to change out her. There we go. Maybe that was just a... Yeah, it told me I didn't have the wrist, but it also wasn't showing blue like I looked beforehand. I can also use the belts. So these are just your basic kind of cosmetic. Did it happen? No, that's what I wasn't. Sets don't always tell you if they come with like optional pieces for the legs. So these aren't cloth. These aren't going to show me.
I have just the thing for you. Goodbye.
Nice. Okay, I thought some of those looked familiar, but I wasn't sure. So cool. So it doesn't let you buy something you already have, which is very nice to know. Okay, cool. Wait.
Looking for something special?
On other characters, I've mostly just been doing remix, so there may have been stuff I've collected I haven't like class sets or something that I haven't seen. So let me go hop on another character so I can see what those appearances look like, just to double check. Okay, so I hopped on my priest. Thing comes up. Oh, it does nothing. Doesn't like pop up there's being new. Okay, so there's white. So these are like strong enough. Okay, so the one still is. That could be great. Well, I'm glad I took a second look at the Transmogs and got these now. Thought they were going to be, I guess, world appearances, but then it was limiting certain ones to classes. So I thought this was going to be kind of a jump around and see what works on what. Oh, interesting. So the ones that I got as rewards from quests and stuff, it doesn't give me, but the blue one it does. Interesting. Okay. This one was the one I was excited about. So. Yeah, that one I wouldn't be surprised by most of the pieces. This was the one I was talking about. Like I've done a bit of grinding. I remember going back to Pandora and doing some questing to get like certain pieces to try to fill this out. So. So let me see. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I can get these just to see. She's a weird. She's a jewel crafter, so she wears her own headpieces, though. Okay, so I hopped on my monk, who coincidentally was already on her astral cloud serpent, and was wearing Siege of Orgrimmar Transmog there. Sword from Shadowlands. So let's look and see. I thought that would be appropriate to look at what. Sword. Dungeon gear, which this did not, I did not see this. Which I think dungeon gear is from a different vendor. Yeah, so never mind. Okay, so there's the change the headpiece, but there's the red headpiece of the these colors are to me that is purple. That is not blue. These that's fine. They're trying to go, trying to do these kind of sets. I think if they'd done maybe something a little bit different with the shoulders, maybe. Shadow pan NP. see. So I like that. We quickly bounce it around. So. Did quest 3. This would have been a boosted tune because this was my second. My original mine would have been the one that quested through Pandora when it was actual new content. So, which I guess would be why she would have the stats. I was trying to figure out when I would have been in the world long enough to have collected a stat. Because that mostly would have been from questing. That's that. Good. I could see using this. You know, it's simple, but you know, the belt, no shoulders. You don't have a lot of sets that don't have shoulders. You don't have to use shoulders, but some sets don't look right without the shoulders. So, yeah, and then the little detail to the feet and everything like that. You know, I like that. So now I will work on thing. I don't think I got anything for plate, but I will hop on a plate character and see. So I hopped on my warrior. I'm realizing is a worgen. So the login screen is of Gilneas reigning, and she is in swimwear from the trading post. So you have to love this game sometimes. So we will go down to
anchors away.
It's just too about some of the plate gear, because some of the plate gear looks really good. See if there's anything I want to get, because I think I'm going to go back and get those 2 cloth sets. So I'm very seriously, strongly considering looking at the dungeon sets as well, since I still have so much bronze left. Just don't care. This is in the human form, bear in mind. She's not even in her worgen form. Then, like, when these sets came out and people saw the helmet, and I think these are probably the better sets, some of the better sets for plate. When people saw the helmet, like, this made no sense to so many people. When MoP came out, it was right around the time when machinimas were really big, so people just picked apart every little thing. Still have mixed feelings about being able to use and it even says shaman vestments. Like, shaman is in the name. Doesn't look as good on use these old. Now we've got the kind of cape shoulder things. Like, with the trading post, there's really a lot more you can do. I like a lot of the smaller pieces you can get from the trading post. If you've ever seen any of the videos I do when I buy things, I typically buy the smaller things. just use as pieces for a transmog. That's not really changing. I guess these sets must be questing. Sets you get from questing. Because I don't have them on any other characters except the ones I've actually quested with. So okay.
Francis, lucky do's en route. Beware of Yeti.
So change my transmog. Wanted my chicken back, so put the half hill backpack back on. Found the least. I like the kind of Zandalar wannabe axe. I like a lot of their stuff, and then just found the least imposing kind of shield, because with the backpack I don't really see the shield, so just something to fit the transmog there. So
Well met.
I want to go ahead and buy the two other, yes please. That was the only one out of here I really felt like. Why is it telling me I don't own the shirt? Did it
Go
equip
in
it?
peace.
It did. I guess you can vaguely see it underneath there. That's fine.
Hail.
Double checking here.
Be careful.
I wonder if it's having to go from one server to the other. Like the character, the login screen's the same, but you're actually logging into a different realm. You can't leave this area. In case you... there are no portals in the either main hub of Vale of Eternal Blossom. Well, at least the Alliance. I'm assuming the Horde's exactly the same. Okay, so let's take a look through here. It's not. Still have 200,000 bronze. That's more than enough to get the mounts I want. At least I've gotten something for...
Seek the truth.
Yeah. There's already do professions or something have helmets they wear anyway. Things they've made for themselves. Yeah. Have to add the... It didn't do this when I was adding appearances for... Didn't bother me because I don't mind going and doing raids. Get things. I may look at LFR because it's kind of hard to get some of the LFR.
What do you want?
That I don't. Oh, there's the bell above its head. Oh, that. Yeah. Now, is difficult. Change they. Oh, it's the ones that unless they've trained. It's like a miner. Are these the ones I actually wanted? I've already gotten, so. Yeah. Like this one, I got this whole heroic set doing, what was it? Heart of Fear? Or was it actually Siege of Orgrimmar? This might have been from Siege of Orgrimmar. I think I transmogged it when I did when I did Heart of Fear. Count the shoulders on another character.
Loot and pillage!
See, I don't remember using these though. Except for just say that. It's like, no. Fine. I think that's four. That one, like I said, I wanted this one for my druid. I didn't play druid much in Miss, so. Again, I don't know how often I use it. Some of these I have pieces for already and I never use them, so I don't think buying the full transmog would do much. jumped out. It's just those spores. Some of these I've tried to farm like the higher difficulty version of, and just either lost momentum, got most of the pieces, and then just never ended up using it for anything, so. Things were kind of a fad. There was kind of hype around them when the next expansion came, and everyone could just go face roll mythic that they couldn't do when it was current content. And like that, I don't remember this. This had to have been a preset. Had to have been, which I didn't really play priests in because I know that was a warlock set.
Don't believe their lies.
Okay, so with these we're just collecting any armor set from okay. So I think that pretty much does it then. Like the mythic heroic stuff, I'm fine just running a couple characters through. I have enough olds. I'm not gonna waste bronze on something I could just spend a little bit of time and go get. So the world appearance is like it's questing and everything else, and same with the dungeon appearances. They're easy enough, but you gotta like farm up and then set raids. You still kind of group up and go do it.
It is very wise to shop here.
That's the other set that gets the achievements, because there was an achievement that gave class weapons and class apparel. I think so. So let's get four. Say four classes. There's the fan. Okay, I saw somewhere someone was mentioning a fan. The monk. So this is supposed to be like a recolor from the so it's supposed to be a recolor from the trading post, and I don't really buy a lot of the class specific stuff from the trading post, so I'm the detail. The this would be like a one. Again, it is classic. Yeah, like this. It's supposed to be like classic. Let me. It's supposed to be like recolored from the trading post. Just be like soul shards. It's supposed to be really dungeon. Battle for Azeroth. There is a set that you can get that vaguely resembles this. I want to say it's more gray. That I got. That was like the one class that I got was for Warlock. Yeah. And it was darker. So it went with more. This I don't particularly care for.
Family, friends, food. These are what matter.
Books. The Transmogs. Too bad. I feel good about what I got, so I did learn everything, right? Yes. Okay.